today's video is going to be basically a full face of new makeup that I've picked up basically yesterday. So I wanted to do a full face of first impressions. I do have a new eyeshadow palette to try out. I picked up this Bobbie Brown high bar eyeshadow palette at Nordstrom Rack, and it was like the only one left, so I decided to pick it up because it was a pretty good price. I have this NYX Marshmallow primer that I'm going to try out that I've been hearing a lot of great things about. We have a new blush, we have a new highlighter, we have new lipsticks, we have new mascara. So we got a lot of new stuff. So I'm going to just pull my hair back and we are going to get started. If I seem a little bit run down, I am. It's just been a very mentally stressful past week or two. So I tried to film to calm myself down. I've just been having a ever-looming feeling of anxiety and stress lately, so it's been pretty hard for me to cope with. So filming and doing my makeup definitely helps me relax more. So for my primer, I'm going to be using this guy, an oldie but a goodie. I finally decided to pick this up again. So this is the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. So we're going to go in with that today. I forgot that they changed the applicator on this. This is like really, I didn't remember it being like this greasy, but let's see how it goes. I don't know why this is so oily. It smells fine. I don't remember it being like that, but I guess we'll try it out. I hope it's not bad. It was like, I don't think it's been sitting in my Ulta for a while, but I did pick it up at Ulta. I wanted to pick up my Smashbox primer, but they were sold out of it, so I guess that's the only thing from Smashbox that people are still buying, because I feel like people don't really talk about Smashbox anymore unless it's their primers. So I'm gonna pretty much do this get ready with me in real time. I want to try out as much stuff as I can with you guys, so I'm just gonna set my eyes really quickly. I mean, that did dry down really quickly. I just don't know if it really did much, but yeah, it's fine. So I'm just gonna use my Wet n Wild powder to set that down, and I just coated my lips with my ColourPop Dewdrop lip oil. I can't believe how fast I'm going through it. I might have to order another one soon. I wish they had the Luxe lip oils in my Ulta. I didn't see them there yesterday. The only thing I usually see from the Wild Nothing collection when this came out, the Luxe lip oils were introduced in the Wild Nothing collection, and this clear gloss like became my life from that collection. I hope they never discontinue it, but I'm probably gonna buy like 2 backups of this at least, because I use this every single day. But the only thing I usually see from the Wild Nothing collection is the eyeshadow palette at my Ulta. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put the primer away. So now we're gonna jump into this Bobbie Brown palette. I got it for, it's originally $60. I got it for half price. It was 30 bucks. And it's really pretty. Like, it looks like it's going to be like more reddish colored before you open it, but it kind of like is a little bit more muted when you actually open it. But I thought that the packaging was really pretty, and we're going to try it out because I haven't really gotten like a Bobbie Brown palette in a really long time. When I was little, I used to use like the same like 2 colors, or I had like this little 6-pan palette from them that was like a little like matte kind of eyeshadow palette from them, and those were the colors I would use every day. But I haven't had like a full-on eyeshadow palette from Bobbie Brown in a long time, but they're usually too expensive for me to purchase, that I usually just skip over it. So anyway, I think that the packaging is really beautiful on the inside. If you guys didn't see, it has like this ballerina on the outside, and it's really pretty like green color. And then when you open it up, there's a mirror, and then these are the shades. So it comes with 12 shades in total. So I'll just show you guys what they look like. And we have 5 mattes and, 5 shimmers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes. So I'm probably going to do a pretty simple neutral look today. What else is new? So I think I'm going to start out with this shade right here. This one right there. And that one is called Palm Desert, I'm pretty sure, because at least it tells you the finishes on the back, which is kind of helpful to tell what the shade names are, because I kind of hate like that some of these companies think we're supposed to guess like what the eyeshadow palette name, what the eyeshadow name is if they put the names on the back and not on the front of the palette. So that is pretty helpful to figure out what the names are. So I'm going to start with that shade in my crease area. It seems to be building up pretty nicely already. I thought it was going to be really light, but this is actually a pretty good color to start out with. The only thing I don't like about this palette is that it doesn't really stay open that well, because this kind of goes back too much. So I'm going to put it on my desk. So how are you guys doing? How's everybody coping with everything that's going on right now? I know that I just feel like I have an ever looming anxiety over me a lot this past month, honestly. It's just been pretty hard to deal with. I just feel like the anxiety just gets worse and worse when you get older. I probably need to see like a therapist or something at some point. Or maybe see why like I'm so stressed out. There's a lot of emotional stress that I've been dealing with, but like it's been slowly getting a little bit better, but I still have like that super anxiety feeling over me. So why is my hair driving me crazy right now? All right, so I'm just going to finish blending out that color. Okay, so once we have that shade down, I don't know if I'm going to put on another shade. I think I am, just to build up the color a little bit more in the crease, because I feel like that's not enough color for me. I'm going to go in with this peach shade right here, and that one is called, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it's left to right or right to left, so I'm just going to point to the colors. There is some kick up, so just be aware of that, but I think this is a pretty old palette. I don't even know if they sell this palette anymore, but if you find it at Nordstrom Rack, just letting you know that it does have some kick up. But it is nice. The mattes are performing really well. I do have a couple of single shadows from Bobbie Brown, but they are hella expensive. I only have 2, and those are both really nice, but I never even use them anymore. I used to use them a ton, but then I got like a million eyeshadow palettes in my life, so. Okay, and then for the defining shade, I'm going to take this color right here. It's like that darker medium tone. It's not like too warm of a brown. It's kind of like a pinkish brown, but I think it's going to be really pretty for the defining shade. I'm just going to take that and work it in the defining area. These are very super smooth and easy to work with. I figured that the mattes would be pretty easy to work with. You are paying for, hopefully a good formula. Some of these like high-end brands are sometimes super disappointing for the price tag, like the Tom Ford quads. I've heard they're not that great. And same thing with like the Charlotte Tilbury ones, so I'd rather pay for a 12-pan palette at $60 than a freaking quad at $80. So I think this is definitely more easy, like reasonably priced, and you get more products. So I don't think Bobbie Brown's outrageous with their prices, but they are definitely not a cheap brand. They are pretty high end. I'm going to take a little bit more of that color. I'm just going to build it up off camera. And then for the outer corners, I'm going to take this darkest shade in the palette. It's like this really dark brown. And I'm going to use it on my outer corners. Sorry if my dogs are barking. My mom's doing like planting outside since it's like the first week of spring. So usually this is when she buys new plants and starts planting them outside. So she's outside, and then there's like a truck moving outside. So the dogs are barking. But there's not a truck on our driveway. It's like somewhere near us, and it's like really loud. So that's why they're barking. So now I'm just going to take that and work it on the outer corners. I just need a little bit more. I just had lunch, and for some reason my stomach is still growling. Tell me why, I don't know. Some of my outer corner shades just, like, don't want to, like, play nice lately. It takes a lot of building for me. But I think that looks good. It builds up really nicely. So my boyfriend wasn't feeling great yesterday, so I went home after like 2 hours of being with him because he said he didn't feel well, and I honestly don't want to be around him if he's feeling sick because, you know, we're so close to getting vaccinated that, like, if anybody's sick around me, like, I don't want to catch something. So I was like, it's okay, I'll go home. It's not a big deal. And then I decided to go to Nordstrom Rack and got these items that I'm gonna play with today. So I just wanted to play with the palette today and see how it is. I'm just gonna finish blending that off camera so I'm not blending it for a million years. Okay, and then for my lid shade, I really want to dip into this gold because you guys know I'm a sucker for gold shades. So I'm gonna use this shade. It's like a really pretty, like, chrome metallic. And I'm gonna put that on my lid. Ooh, that's pretty. See, when I was swatching these, I thought they were, like, super subtle, but when you put them on the lid, they're really pretty. I figured it was going to pick up nice and smooth on the lid. That's really sparkly. I like that a lot. Very pretty. Y'alls. Again, sorry if the dogs are barking. I think my brother just went outside too. But I can't do anything about that. They bark at everything. Oh, he's not outside. He just doesn't know how to stop them from barking. It's literally so aggravating. I'm just going to finish putting that on off camera, but it's a really pretty sparkle. Okay, and then for the brow bone, I'm going to take this, like, really matte white shade here, and it's called Bone. And the reason why I know the name of this one, wow, that is super pigmented. I haven't used this shade in a long time. I actually used to have this shade as a single when I was in, like, high school. Because if you guys didn't know, my mom used to buy us, like, kind of high-end makeup. Because, you know, we didn't really have, like, too many cheap I mean, we had cheap options, but, like, my mom would take us, like, to get, like, you know, nice stuff, but we would, like, use it, like, every single day, and we're like, we promise we'll use it and stuff. Like, we would always, like, go and, like, pick out, she would just get us really nice stuff. It was really sweet of her to do that for us. So I used to use Bobbie Brown, and my mom and my sister and my mom used to use it, like, when we were growing up. So I used to have that shade, and I used to use it for, like, everything. So now I have it back in this palette. I'm just gonna finish, like, building up the crease shades, but so far, really pretty. And then we'll do the face. Okay, so now for my face, I'm just gonna prep it real quick with my MAC Prep and Prime. And then we are going to try out this NYX Marshmallow Primer. It's so cute. I love this pink color. Like, it just made me want to try it. So I just twisted off the cap, and it comes, like, with a pump packaging. Am I supposed to shake this up? No, it doesn't say anything. All right, we're just going to pump it out and see how it is. And I think I'm going to pump it out on my fingers. Oh, all right, it's not that bad. I thought it would foam up, but I guess not. Okay, I thought it was a foaming primer. I guess it isn't. Oh my god, that literally smells like marshmallows. And that smells so good. It smells like cotton candy. Oh my god, that smells amazing. And that feels really nice on the skin. But NYX, why is it $17? But I can see that it is really nice on the skin. I've seen a couple people use this that I trust and love. I saw that Debbie loves this. I saw that Desi loves this. And I saw that Max from With a Side of Beauty. She also has her own YouTube channel, said that she really loves this. I was like, you know what? I really want to try it. But why is it so expensive? But wow. Smells freaking amazing. Literally smells like candy. Wow. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm just going to do it off camera because I don't have a new foundation or concealer to try out. So I'm just going to go in with my Bare Minerals foundation. You know what? I'm just going to do it on camera. Whatever. I really thought that was going to be more of a foaming primer, but it's not. So I kind of appreciate that it's not because I don't really love those kind of primers. I mean, I never have really had them, but it made my skin feel super, oh my God. Let me just get all my foundation in my hair. Jesus, Caitlin. Good job. I literally just went like, Jesus. All right, let's like, you know, kind of rub that out a little. And now we're just going to blend it in with my ColourPop Hourglass sponge. I love these sponges so much. So did you guys see the new collection from ColourPop? The Lizzie McGuire one? I am so flipping excited for that. They announced like a Disney Channel collab like 2 days ago. And they were saying, can you guess who it is? And my first thought was Lizzie, but like I either thought it was going to be Lizzie or That's So Raven. I was like, can it please be a Lizzie collection? Because Lizzie McGuire was my favorite Disney Channel show. I mean, I'm sure it was a lot of girls my age favorite show. Because I'm in my 30s now. I'm sure a lot of us grew up on Lizzie McGuire, so I am so excited to purchase that collection. And I can't believe how much later it is since the show has been on. It's been like since like 2000. The movie came out in 2013, so it's almost been 10 years since the movie came out. That was like 8 years ago. And then the show, I think, came out in like early or late 2000s, like maybe 2008. So it's still been a long time. I just can't believe it. I'm so freaking excited. I'm gonna get the palette because I was like, I don't care what's in the palette. I just need it. And I thought it was gonna be like pink and yellow and blue. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is my newest concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I finally got it in the right shade too. Because I used to purchase this in like the light, I think in just light, and that was always like too dark for me, but this one's like actually like the right shade for me. So anyway, since they're kind of making the collection based on like her animated character in the show, I thought it was going to be like the colors that the character wears, which is like pink and blue, and obviously her hair is blonde. So I thought it was going to have those kind of colors in there, but I actually even like the color scheme that they did even more because it's like pinks and purples and like lime greens, and I think it's so pretty. So I was like, I just need this. Like, it wasn't even a question of whether or not I was going to get it. I was like, I need this. I was like, there was no way I wasn't going to get it. So I forgot to wipe my under eyes. Oh well, there really is 0 to no fallout underneath my eyes, so it's really okay. But I'm so excited to get it, and I'm also gonna get the blushes because I need the blushes. I think they're adorable. I love how everything has like the flower power theme. I'm just so excited. And then I'm gonna get one of the lip gloss sets, the Lizzie and Miranda one, of course, and then I'm going to get the lip scrub. So hopefully, I mean, out of everything, I just really want the eyeshadow palette, but hopefully I'll be able to get everything I want to get because I feel that this is going to be a pretty high in demand collection. So and I'm just going to do my under eyes real quick. It comes out in like 3 days. Thank God I'm not working that day. I really hate when I'm working because half the time when new ColourPop, like seriously high in demand collections come out, I'm always working. But I'm like barely working right now, and I'm so glad I'm not scheduled for that day. I would have been so mad if I was. I'm just going to blend that out underneath my eyes. It's such a nice, like, brightening shade. Makes me look way more awake. And then I'll do, like, setting my face and prepping my eyes for mascara and stuff off camera. And then we'll get into all the other newer stuff. So I'm going to finish blending that out. So I went ahead and set my face with my e.l.f. HD powder underneath my eyes, and then I went in with my Wet n Wild's powder on my face, and then I just went ahead and primed my lashes with my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, and then I went in with my ColourPop and Bambi eyeliner in the shade Meadow on my waterline, and now we're going to do my mascara, and I decided to pick up the regular version of the Maybelline Sky High mascara. Sorry, garbage is literally falling on the floor. Sorry. So I found this at Ulta yesterday. Originally, I couldn't find the regular version of it, like at my CVS or Ulta, and then I saw it that they restocked it yesterday, because this is like a super popular mascara right now. This is also like a viral mascara on TikTok, so I would like to try the original version, and I think that this is going to be a lot less dry, and I can already see that it is a lot less dry than the waterproof one. Yeah, but I'm not like super obsessed with how it's making, I mean, it's definitely like giving me a lot of length. Sorry, I don't know why my torso is like so itchy right now. Let me do the other side. But I think it's really nice. It's grabbing onto the lashes way better than the waterproof one does. I just thought the waterproof one was so dry. Like, I couldn't even deal with, like, trying to use it up at some point. Like, it was just driving me nuts, so. But what's funny is that I still haven't tried a NYX mascara or a Milani one. So hopefully I will at some point. It's just, like, I have way too many mascaras right now to like go through, that I'm good. Like, I don't need to purchase mascaras for like a few months at least, so but I do really like this one as opposed to the waterproof one. It's like night and day. It's definitely way better. And I'm just gonna coat my lower lashes, and then we'll do the inner corners. Okay, and then for my inner corners, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's kind of like this pinky shimmer, but I think it's going to be really pretty on the inner corners. I'm sorry if my dog is barking. My mom's outside, so she's just going to bark for forever. It's a really pretty color. I'm getting tired already, and I still have so much to do today. So I had to pick something up for my boyfriend, then pick us up food, and then go to his house. I'm just like exhausted already. Yeah, that's so pretty. I really like that color. Okay, so I went ahead and just coated my lower lashes with my Maybelline Lash Discovery, and then I just went in with my bronzer, since my bronzer is not new. I just went in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm so tired already. I'm sorry. Okay, and then for the blush, we do have a new blush to try. And the blush that I picked up is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Turks and Caicos. I've been hearing really good things about these putty blushes from e.l.f. So I was kind of interested in trying one myself. I haven't e.l.f. myself. I haven't tried a new e.l.f. blush in a while. The only e.l.f. blushes that I do have are the ones that I have in a blush palette, but I feel like I've been getting way too many blushes lately, so I was gonna hold off, but I kind of just really wanted to try this, so I just decided to pick it up. So it's like this really pretty like peachy color, so we're gonna go ahead and trying at. I was kind of like surprised though that this didn't have any type of seal on it. Like this is basically how it came. So I was like, this is gonna dry out really quickly, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna go in with my stippling brush and we'll see how this goes. I've heard pretty good things about this. I've heard better things about these than the Rare Beauty blushes, because I heard the Rare Beauty blushes aren't that great. I heard that these hold up better. I mean, I've just watched Andrea Mitigliano's channel, and I think that she said that these were better than the Rare Beauty blushes, so and I did see Tara Babes pick up this shade in her last haul, and I was like, ooh, that's really pretty, so I kind of wanted to try it. I try not to pick up every single blush, but I have been picking up a lot of different blushes lately and trying out different formulas, so I feel like that's more justifiable, but I still have way too many blushes. But I love blush, I love highlight, I love eyeshadow. Like, those are like my 3 addictions, so that's really pretty. It builds up really nice. It's very smooth on the skin. It doesn't feel like a cream at all. It just feels like straight up powder, but it's very, very silky. If I like explain that properly, because that's how it feels, very silky. I really like that. That's very pretty. It's a lot more subtle than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like really orange, but it's just more of like a subtle peach, and I really like that. So that's really pretty. Definitely not disappointed in that, because again, I've heard a lot of great things about it. Okay, and then for the highlight, I did pick up a new highlight as well. I found this at my Nordstrom Rack too, and I got the Urban Decay Stone Multi-Faced Highlighter. I wanted this when it came out. It's called the Stone Vibes. I mean, not just stoned. Imagine it was just called Stone, but that's basically what they're going for. So play on words. So yeah, I did pick up this highlighter, and it says UD on the top, and then this is what it looks like on the inside. I just think the packaging is so freaking sick. I just love it. I think it's so cool looking. And this was half price, rather than when it first came out, it was like $40. And I was like, I'm not paying that. So I'm glad that I waited to pick this up there. So I'm just going to pick it up with my ColourPop brush, and I'm just going to apply it. So I've been hesitant to pick up like Urban Decay highlighters in the past, because like a lot of people say that the ones that weren't part of the Afterglow collection, which you guys know I love those highlights, are pretty sparkly. Like, this is sparkly, but it's actually really pretty. I do like that. And this one's sparkly, but it builds up. Sometimes there's highlighters that are just straight up sparkle and just don't build up at all, but this one's actually like building up pretty nicely. So far I'm pretty impressed with everything that I've tried. So I think that this was a successful get ready with me. But I think everything's really pretty. I like mostly everything that I've tried. But that is a hell of a lot of glitter on my Cupid's bow. But it's a really pretty, like, peachy, sparkly highlight. Very, very sparkly. Just keep that in mind if you don't love those kind of highlighters. But very pretty. I think it reflects really nicely. It's actually way more shinier close up. I don't really honestly want to build it up too much more, because I feel like it's going to be too sparkly then. So I think I'm just going to leave it. Like, I'm not going to spray it or anything. Why is this not going on? Okay, and then for the spray, I'm just going to take my Flower Beauty one and spray my face. And that's pretty much it for that. I'm just going to brush through my brows real quick, and then we'll do my lips. Okay, and then for the lips, I'm not going to do a lip liner or anything. I'm just going to go straight in with a lipstick. So for my lips, I'm going to use, I'm just looking for the shade that I want to use. I'm going to use one of these lipsticks that I picked up in this little set yesterday from Nordstrom Rack. I've never tried the regular Becca lipsticks. These are the Becca Party Popper Ultimate Lipstick Love Mini Kit. And the reason why I wanted to pick up this kit is because they have this shade in here, which is called Sugar, which is like their most popular shade in these lipsticks. So I really wanted to try it. It honestly looks like it's upside down, but like when you take off the cap, this is how it comes out. So this is the shade Sugar, and I've been wanting to try this shade for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this. I've heard really good things about their formula, so I know that Ali Brienne loves this lipstick. I know that Mary Moods and Makeup also really likes their formula, so I really wanted to try them. I mean, I've been wanting to try them for a while. I just haven't found any, like, full-size ones. But I've also been picking up a lot of lipsticks lately, too. I don't know why. Because, you know, we're wearing masks half the time. Or the majority of the time. Like, what's the point of putting lipstick on, you know? But the shade's really pretty. It's like a nudie, very nude pink shade. Like, it's not too pinky either. It's such a pretty shade. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And it smells really good. It applies really nice, very creamy. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes. The cheeks. And the lips. I'm actually really happy with mostly everything that I've tried out. The only thing I would say is that I think that the highlighter is a little bit too sparkly, even for my taste. But it is pretty, but I probably would use it more as like a topper kind of highlight rather than like wearing it by itself. Because again, I've heard a lot of people say that about like Urban Decay highlighters, but let's just go through everything before I give my thoughts. So yeah, the palette, the High Bar eyeshadow palette by Bobbie Brown. I actually really love how these shadows performed. I thought they were really easy to work with. Very pretty look. Is the look anything revolutionary from something that I don't have? No, I wanted to pick it up to try the formula, and I actually really liked it. I think it's really, really nice. Very easy to work with the mattes, and I thought that this lid shade is so pretty and sparkly. I really liked it. So I thought that this was great. Definitely worth picking this up. Again, this was the only one that I saw at my Nordstrom Rack, and when I opened it up, I was like, oh, this color story is so pretty. So I'm really glad I got that. The NYX Marshmallow Primer smells amazing. Holy shit. Smells so good. I would just recommend picking this up for the smell, but if you're hesitant on the price, I understand, but I do really like how it made my skin feel. It was very, very smoothing. It does feel slightly irritating though, like it feels a little bit itchy around like my nose area, but it might be just because I'm trying out a new primer. Sometimes that happens and then my skin gets used to it, but it also might be because it's scented, so just letting you guys know if you have sensitive skin, I would stay away from scented primers because sometimes that can cause irritation and you're not really supposed to use too many scented products, but I really love how this smells. It smells so good, and it made my skin feel so smooth, and I feel like it really smoothed out my skin for my foundation to go on beautifully. So I really do like this. I don't think it's worth $20 though, like almost $20. Like they couldn't make this like 12 or 13 bucks. It had to be like $17. Like, okay, and then for the mascara, the Sky High regular version, I really like it. It's not my all-time favorite mascara. Like, I don't really understand the hype over it. I mean, it's hyped up for a good reason. It is really nice, but I still think it's kind of slightly clumpy. But it definitely is way better than the waterproof version. So I would obviously just recommend the regular original version because usually most waterproof mascaras are really dry. As for the Putty Blush from e.l.f., I really loved this too. Very pretty on the skin. Went on super smooth and, like I said, really silky. This is the shade Turks and Caicos. I really liked this a lot. And then as far as the Urban Decay highlight, I'm really glad that I waited to pick this up when it was way cheaper. I'm glad I only paid $20 for it rather than $40. The packaging is beautiful. But I would say it is a little bit too sparkly, even for my taste, like I said before. But I haven't tried an Urban Decay highlighter in so long, and I was like really interested in trying it. And like I said, this was the only thing I was interested in from this collection when it came out, so I'm glad that I waited. And then as far as the lipstick goes, keep on putting it away and then forgetting where it actually is because there's 3 lipsticks in here. Really love this formula, and this actually smells really good too. It smells like kind of sugary, and I love the scent of these, and it feels super light on the lips, really, really creamy, and looks stunning on the lips. I really love this formula. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to stop rambling because I need to get out of the house now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819. I am so sorry that I still have not done my giveaway yet. But now I see that the unemployment benefits are lasting much longer. I was kind of worried about that, so that's why I haven't really announced it yet. I am going to announce it, I think, for Easter. I think it'll be more fun for me to do an Easter/Passover giveaway, even though Passover isn't really a holiday, but since I'm Jewish, I'm going to do it as like an Easter spring themed kind of giveaway. I think that'll be really fun. So I will definitely announce it in April, like after my favorites and other videos. I have so many videos I have to post. This video won't even be seen for like probably 2 weeks, but I just really wanted to try everything after I got it. So yeah, I love you guys. Bye. And let me know if you guys have tried any of these products and let me know your thoughts. Bye.